Are you tired of being lazy? Are you tired of wanting to level up your life, but you are too lazy to follow through with any plan? Well, I am here to share some tips with you so that you don't have to go through another year without being your best self, living your best life, and producing fruits. There are so many people out there living the life you dream of. The only difference between you and those people is that those people love themselves and they believe in themselves. And because they love themselves and they believe in themselves, they put themselves out there so that they can accomplish the dream they want, the dream that you are sitting at home, wishing that you have. They get up and they decided to do something. They are out there putting in the work. Regardless of how hard it is, they are putting in the work because they know that once they put in the work, they will reap the benefit. They will reap the reward. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you put the work in, you will reap the reward. They respect themselves enough to put themselves out there and put in the work, regardless of how hard it is. You believe it's easy? No, it's not easy. But you know what? They said, I respect myself. And because I respect myself, I am going to work hard. And they know that if they work hard, if they put the work in, sooner or later, they will reap the benefits. They will reap the reward. While you are at home, sitting down, being lazy, just wishing that things would just magically fell out of the sky, fall in your lap without you putting any work. It does not work like that. I'm sorry. Faith without work is that you cannot just sit on your couch having faith and not put in the work. It does not work like that. You have to work. In this video, I am going to share some tips with you that will help you to get out of your lazy era. Hello beautiful people, welcome to my online space. My name is Kenya. I talk about elegance, self-development, and femininity. If you haven't subscribed to my channels yet, please I'm asking you to consider doing so, and please share this video with someone you may know. With further ado, let's jump right in. Mind shift. What do I mean by mind shift? It means focusing on doing, focusing on growing, and providing value to overcome your limits. Clear vision on what you want. Let me break this down into simpler form. What is it that you want to grow? Is it your income? Is it your business? Is it your hair? Is it your networking? Whatever it is that you want to grow, set your mind on that one thing. Focus on that one thing so that you can grow. Now that you know what you want to grow, your mindset is shift on what you want to grow. Now it's time to start doing. By the way, doing is an action word. So now we're going to put things into place. We're not just going to
think about, okay, my mind is shift to this business. I want to grow this business.
But now we have to put the action. We have to start doing so that business can grow. It's not going to magically grow by just saying, I want to grow this business. You have to do some action. You have to do some work. So let's get into that, okay? Let's get in. Based on what you want to grow, now you have to cultivate the necessary tools that you need to grow that thing or that business. If you want to grow your networking circle, then guess what? You have to go to network events. You cannot just sit down and expect to grow your circle without going to events. If you want to grow your income, maybe you have to do extra hours, or maybe you have to switch jobs that is paying you more. And in order to switch jobs that's paying you more, maybe you have to go back to school so you can be more educated, more qualified, have more experience, so that you can grow your income. Maybe you have to do more hours. Whatever it is, you just have to put more work in. Things is not just going to magically happen. If you want to grow your hair, then you have to cultivate the products that is going to grow your hair for your hair and your hair type. So you're not just to go and just you're going to make a plan. And that plan is to gather the tools that you need to grow whatever it is that you need to grow. Okay? Now you get the gist of what I am saying, right? By cultivating and gathering the tools that you need to grow your business. Okay. And most importantly, do not limit yourself. The sky is the limit. Do not limit yourself and do not underestimate what you can do. You can do so much more than you give yourself credit for. When you shift your mindset, it would go something like this. I can't do this yet, but I am going to learn how to do it. There are a lot of things that we cannot do, but once we put our mind to it and we decided that I cannot do it now, but I am going to learn how to do it, then you will know how to do it. So that is why I'm saying mindset shift is very important for you to get out of your lazy era. It is the amount of self-love that you have for yourself that is going to determine how much you show up for yourself. Dreams don't work unless you do. Dream on, Cinderella. It's not going to work unless you get up and do something. Unless you can dream all you want, it's not going to work unless you decided to do something about it. Unless you are responsible for making that dream in your head become a reality. No one is going to make life easier for you. You can sit down and you can said all different kind of things. You can try and blame people. You can try and blame culture, society, religion, whatever. You can blame whoever you want to blame. But life, no one is going to make life easier for you. It's your responsibility to put the work in. You are neglecting yourself when you don't show up for yourself. And I also believe that you are actually insulting God when you don't show up for yourself, because God gave you the ability to do things. And when you decided not to do things, not to follow through things, I believe that you are actually, that is just my opinion, that you are insulting God. Whatever you tell yourself, that is what the minds believe. If you tell yourself negative thing, the mind is going to believe negative thing. If you tell yourself positive thing, the mind is going to believe positive thing. So be careful what you tell yourself. Be careful of the words that you speak over yourself. Be careful of what you are saying, because the mind is registering everything. If you tell yourself that good things only happen to some people, then that's what the mind is going to believe. If you tell yourself that some people are lucky and have certain privilege and opportunities and so on and so forth, then that is what the mind is going to believe. If you tell yourself that good things only happen to certain people, certain race, blah, 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 that is exactly what the mind is going to believe. So you cannot be doing these things. Again, 2024, all of those negative self-talk, you have to cut it out. You have to stop doing that. You have to stop saying negative to yourself. You have to train yourself to think better of yourself, even when it is you don't see the possibility right now. Because remember, look here, if you could actually see what's coming, there's a lot of things that you will try to prevent. You don't know the future. You don't know what's coming. So even when you don't see a way how these things look impossible for you, tell yourself that you're going to get it. Tell yourself that you're going to do it. Tell yourself positive things. Because if you're going to say negative things, oh, I can't do this, I'm not going to get it, then you're not going to get it. But when you tell yourself that you are going to get it and you put in the work, remember, dreams don't work unless you do. So now you're going to put in the work to get that thing. Then now your mind register like, oh, she is putting in the work. It is possible. She is going to get that thing. You are going to get that thing. We are all created equally. What God did for one, God can do for you. God is not partial. When some people get everything they want in life, it's not because they're special. It's because they are not afraid to get up and go after what they want. Even if it looks stupid, even if it looks silly, even if people laugh at them, even if people mock them, they are still going to get up and they are going to show up for themselves, because they know that when they show up for themselves in the moment, this moment, then later on in the future, they are going to be like happy, smiling, laughing, because they show up for themselves. They were not afraid to show up for themselves. They never stop until their dreams become a reality. And you too can do the same. you too can show up for yourself and make your dreams become a reality. And yes, everyone, everyone's dream can come true. Even people in the poorest of the poorest country, dreams come true for them. Because when you put in the work, when you show up for yourself, when you decided like, okay, I am going to put the work in, God will do the rest. You don't need to have all the resources to resource like things that you see other people which are like, oh, I need to have this, no, I don't have this, oh, I don't have that. No, you don't need to have it. You need to do your part so that God can do his part. Get that. If you don't get anything out of this video, just get that one part. You need to do your part so that God can do his part. Failure is equivalent to lesson. I made this up. That's what I believe, that failure is equivalent to lesson. It's okay if you fail. You are going to fail a few times before you become successful. It's normal. It's natural. Everyone fails. Everyone fails. And that's okay. It's okay to fail. Tell yourself this. It's okay to fail, but I'm going to do it anyway. I might fail, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to get up, and I might fail again, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to keep doing it. And even if I keep failing, I am going to do it, because the Bible said a righteous man may fall 7 times, then get up. So you are going to fall, you're going to fail, and you know what? It's okay, but then you're going to keep getting up until one day, all those failing, all those lessons that you learn because you decided to get up and try and you fail, one day everything is just going to click like this, and everything is going to connect, and now you know what to do, what not to do. So failing, it's okay to fail. And yes, when you fail, people are going to laugh at you. People are going to mock you. People are going to say all different sorts of things. And you are going to feel like, man, I want to quit because this is just so much. But don't quit. Don't quit. Put on a blindfold. Close your ears. Do not listen to what they're saying. Do not wallow into what they're saying. Do not feed into what they're saying. Just focus on your goal, focus on your dream, and keep pushing. Keep pushing. Don't let anyone or anything stop. Can you imagine if one day you wake up and 5 years in the future, you look at your life and you are at the same place? You didn't move, nothing changed. But everyone around you is living their dream. Everyone around you has been like, they decided to follow through. And you are just there. You are the only one that is just there because you were too afraid, because you were too scared, because and sometimes, to be honest, it can be shame. Sometimes it can be shame. Sometimes you feel ashamed. I know how that feels. But listen to me. You cannot let any of those factors stop you. You don't want to wake up 5 years from now and realize that, oh my gosh, I did nothing. I am the only one in the same spot. Everyone else is gone. Everyone else is upgraded, and I am the only one in the same spot. You know why everyone around you is, successful and accomplished their dream? Is because they weren't afraid. They weren't afraid what other people were saying about them. And they weren't afraid when people were laughing at their little business that was barely hanging by a thread, their little business that was built on some stick that they cut at the riverside. They were laughing at their little business like, what is that? What are they doing? But they were not afraid, and they keep pushing. And you know what? When you keep doing something, it doesn't matter how long it takes, God is watching. And when God is watching, and God is looking at your behavior, your pattern, and God is like, okay, my daughter, my son, He's down there, he's not giving up, he's pushing, he's putting in the work. Now it's my turn. Now it's his turn to step in. And the moment he step in, oh my, you'll be surprised. You would be surprised how things just take off to a next level. You're like, how? How is this? That's because the power of God, the grace of God, the favor of God is upon you. Do your part so that God can step in and do his part. And sometimes you need to try a different approach. Because if you're doing this, you can't be doing the same thing over and over and expect the same results. You need to try a different approach. Whatever that approach may be, maybe you need to get some more, wisdom, some more knowledge, some more teaching and how things should go, and it's okay. There is so much information out there where you can get resources and how to do to help you in your journey, whatever your journey may be. The riches of person fail, and they before they become successful. But the thing is, not trying in the first place is the worst thing you can do for yourself. Productivity tips. The reason why you are not focused is because you're doing too much at once. Too much. You're doing A, B, C, D, E. No, and that is the reason why further on in the video earlier on in the video I said, pick something that you want to grow. You can't want to grow everything at once. You can't want to do everything at once. Focus on one thing, and master that thing and grow that thing. And then once that thing is flourishing, then you can move on to the next. So productivity tips, focus on one thing, not too many things at a time. So once you find out one thing that you want to grow, you focus on that one thing that you want to grow, and you be consistent with that one thing that you want to grow, then and only then you will see results. You need a driving force, something to motivate you so that you can stay motivated. You need a why. Why are you doing this in the first place? That is a big question that only you and you alone can answer. Is it because you want to retire early? Is it because you want financial freedom? Is it because you want to leave a legacy for your children? Is it because you want to help your parents? Whatever that driving force is, you need to find it. Because if you don't have a driving force, sometimes it's very hard for you to stay motivated. So you need to find a driving force. You need to find your why. Why are you doing this in the first place? You need to take yourself out of the equation when you're focusing on your goal and start thinking about what are you going to do, the people who you are going to serve, the service that you are going to provide. Because believe it or not, you cannot do this without serving. You have to be serving someone. Remove all distraction. Your phone is the biggest distraction. If you're not using your phone for work, then turn it off or put it in another room. You don't need to be on your phone, because you don't need to be scrolling on social media when you have bigger things to do, when you have goals to meet. You don't need that. So no electronic. If you're not using it for work, like I said, turn it off, stay in a different room, turn off the TV, anything that will distract you, anything at all. Right environment. Make sure that the environment and the people that are around you are going to support you, are going to motivate you for it and keep you on track, so that you can follow your dreams and so that you can follow your dreams and your dreams can become a reality. You don't want to be in an environment that is not good for you. You don't want to be in a toxic environment or around toxic people, because if that is the case, my friend, I'm telling you, you're not going anywhere. You are not going anywhere. You can just kiss your dreams goodbye. Social media is full of distraction, and if you are not careful, you will spend hours and ends scrolling and looking at people's life. And you know the worst part is, you are looking at things that is not of the same value of you, does not teach you anything, it's not going to help you get closer to your dreams. So therefore, just get off. You need to set boundaries. You set boundaries in your life, and when it comes to achieving your goals and your dreams, you need to set boundaries too. Like, listen, I'm not gonna I'm gonna set a boundary there. You cannot come over this boundary. I cannot go over that boundary because that is going to take me off track. I need to stay on track. I need to stay in my lane. I don't need to look at you. I don't need to look at you. I just need to stay in my lane. Stay focused so that I can accomplish my dreams, my goals, and turn them into reality. Follow people that will teach you valuable lessons that you can learn from. And find a quiet place to work. You can go, like, if your home is full of distraction, then go to a quiet place. Maybe you can go to your library in the community. A library is full of people that are working, they have a goal, and the library is very quiet. You cannot make noise in library. You can sit down, read a book on your computer, do your work. Just get yourself away from anything and anyone that is going to distract you. The key to discipline. Lazy people are lazy because they are addictive to comfort. Discipline is discomfort. And in order to become disciplined, you have to step out of your comfort zone. You need to learn to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. You are only in your lazy girl era because you love comfort. You have to step out of your comfort zone, baby. You can't, no, I'm sorry. You have to get uncomfortable in order for you to get what you want in life. You have to get uncomfortable. Come on. You need to switch who you are and identify yourself as a productive person who go out and followed your dream full speed ahead, full speed, live that life, pursue that dream, pursue that career. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anyone stop you. And I'm telling you, you are going to be so happy that you do so. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you follow these tips, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. God bless.